It was a typical morning. I got up early before everybody else woke up. I got my Bible and my coffee, and I went and I sat down and began to read and pray. And as I did, I was very impressed that morning to ask God to give me discernment, to really open my eyes to what was going on around me other than just the physical, just to really pray and ask God what was going on in the spiritual world. And after I prayed, I went and got ready for work, just as any typical day. And as I got to work, a teacher came up to me and asked me to run an errand for her. She needed something from the store. So, with no hesitation, I always ran the errands for the teachers. I went to the store. And as I went and picked out the item, didn't notice anybody around me. I was really just minding my own business. And went up to the counter, paid for the item. And as I was walking out, I was really not aware of what was going on around me. And as I passed this man on my right-hand side, very loudly, the Lord really spoke to me and said, "This man is waiting for somebody." And as I heard the Lord say that, the man put the newspaper under his arm and got right behind me. And when the Lord said that to me, I knew immediately what it meant, and I knew that this man was waiting for somebody to follow out to their car to do harm to them. And so I'm walking out the door, not really knowing what to do, and as I turned around to see where the man was, he was so close behind me. I mean, he was almost touching me. He was so close behind me, and he was like looking down at me with just such evil eyes. It was really terrifying. And as I walked out the door, I just turned around and walked right back in the other door. And praise the Lord, he went out the other door. And as I came back in, I went and found a manager. By this time, I was in absolute tears, shaking. It really scared me. And anyway, the manager walked me out to my car. We did see the man way down the walkway. He couldn't do anything about it. And I got in my car and went to work. And that night, before I went to bed, I decided to watch the news to see if there was anything else that happened in the area, because I know sometimes when people prey on other people like that, they tend to go to the same places. And sure enough, I don't know if it was this guy or not, but there was 2 muggings that day at the same store that I was at.
Good evening. I'm Amy Hendricks with Channel 1.5 News. Today in the greater Houston area, 2 muggings have taken place at the same location at 2 different time periods. Witnesses describe the suspect as being a tall, dark-haired man. Police are still looking for new leads on the case. That's it for tonight, Channel 1.5 News.
I just thank the Lord that He gave me discernment and answered my prayer that day.
My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. I lift up my eyes to you, whose throne is in the heavens. I lift up my eyes to the hills. Where does my help come from? I lift up my eyes to the hills. Where does my help come from? Where does my help come from? My help comes